and drag themselves right back into the pack at the bottom of the SPL. The best of the action with John Barnes.
Aberdeen fans must have thought their side were going to continue where they left off in midweek after only 2 minutes of this game. Jim Lauchlan's challenge and Robbie Winters was deemed late. And when Ian Jess flighted in the free kick, Paul Bernard couldn't believe his luck as he gave the Dons a lead. The Killie defence were left static as the ball eluded everyone except Bernard, who knocked in his second goal in 2 games. Prior to this match, Killie had only won 1 of their last 8 visits to Pittodrie, but during the first half they had 80% of the possession, and Dons keeper Jim Leighton showed he was determined there was going to be no repeat of the 5 goals conceded in midweek. Jim Lauchlan was the man denied by the former Scotland number 1. Good header, good save. Killie's recent signing, Christophe Cocard, played a key role in this match, and the Frenchman was next to step forward and test the skills of Leighton before the interval. Now coaches teach strikers to expect the unexpected, and for viewers I'm now issuing the same advice, because the poorest shot of the day almost increased Aberdeen's lead, and it came from the foot of Ilyan Kyriakov. Only the post saved the blushes of Michael Watt, and while it was funny for Kyriakov, it was X-rated stuff for the Killie management. But better viewing for the Ayrshire side was to follow, and it came in the 50th minute when Christophe Cocard got the reward his play deserved. Martin Baker's intelligent switch of play picked out Cocard, and the Frenchman did the rest, getting his first goal in Kilmarnock's colours. With the Aberdeen defence stretched, Cocard showed poise and skill before finishing in style. But Aberdeen were not deflated by that goal, and the renewed belief and confidence shone through 7 minutes later when a fine sweeping move helped them regain the lead. And it was that man, Paul Bernard, who scored his second of the afternoon. Andy Dow set it on the plate, and Bernard swallowed up the chance. Then Aberdeen had the opportunity to increase their lead, but the skills of Ian Jess couldn't find a way past Michael Watt, who made amends for his earlier howler. At this stage the Dons must have thought they were on course for their first home league win of the season, but Killie had other thoughts, and when Gus MacPherson produced the best misplaced shot of the day, Ali Mitchell took full advantage. It was Mitchell's second goal of the season, and it ensured Killie went home with a point.
So more frustration late in the game for the Dons, but things are improving for them, bit by bit, Gordon.
You hope so, Richard, don't you? But I have to say that...
I couldn't possibly comment.
A point today. I fancied they might actually get something from the confidence, but according to the radio reports today, that Kilmarnock actually deserved to win the game, and probably Aberdeen quite lucky. But it is a point for them, you know.
And it was ironic, I guess, that Christophe Cocard, a recent Aberdeen target, was on target against them this afternoon.
That's right, they did try to get him. I think won a number of, probably about 80 trials shooting into Aberdeen this season, but I think he takes this really well. That's obviously a player who's used to playing at a higher level. Poise and skill, as John Barnes said there, and a good finish.
And Paul Bernard has now scored more goals in 2 matches than he had in his previous Aberdeen career, certainly in league terms.
Well, that's right. He was another. We talked about Latipi being criticised and coming good today. Well, Paul Bernard in this week has also done the same here. I mean, this is a good finish. It's not the easiest of ones. He's put pretty tight. The defence is getting across. Jim Lauchlan's trying to get in there, and he squeezed it away in the corner. His first goal was also an excellent one. But
now, talk me through this one.
I don't think we need to speak about this. I think this needs no commentary. I think this is...
Actually, John criticised the shot. That's probably one of Ilyan Kyriakov's better shots as an Aberdeen player.
Certainly the best left foot shot I've seen him have. But you have to say that Michael Watt almost certainly would have been in a few Christmas videos there. He might still make one or two, but that would have given him immortality if that had gone in the net, wouldn't it?
Actually, in some respect, a decent point for Killie, building on the draw with Rangers last week.
I think so. I think Kilmarnock, I mean, they could be considered unlucky today if they've deserved to win and only got a draw at Pittodrie, because probably the same last Saturday against Rangers, they certainly played really well and could have taken something from that game. So they'll be happy with the performances. But obviously Bobby Williamson will be a bit disappointed in the results because it doesn't carry them that far away from that zone in the league, which is still a danger zone.
Well, this is how the Premier table does indeed look tonight. There's no change in the top half. Hibernian move up to 6th following their win, and Motherwell are 7th after a 2-0 victory at Tannadice. John Spencer scored the first, Sean Teal the second from a twice-taken penalty. Kilmarnock and Dundee dropped down.